How to wash your car with foam.
Rinse.
And foam.
Hi, I'm Ivan.
I'm Nick.
This is DIY Detail. Today we're going to do a deep cleaning of this vehicle because it hasn't been washed in a while. It sits outside, it's a daily driver, and it assumes that role quite well.
Didn't quite know what you were going for there, but I did know where we were headed.
Yes.
The foam rinse foam is how you wash with soap, how you wash with Incredible Suds. Ivan, we want to keep this simple for someone who is going to choose one of two things. How to wash their car. Is it rinseless wash or is it Incredible Suds? Sounds like they've chosen their own adventure with suds.
Right. Now, if you look at the wheels, they have sort of a gold tinge to them. Because of that gold tinge, we know that iron remover is a necessity here. We're going to spray a bit of iron remover on to get that working for us. That way we don't have to scrub as much.
If this were your basic weekly wash, you wouldn't need to use iron remover.
No.
But if you paid for it and you want to use it, I have any issue with using this at every wash?
No issue, but it's really not necessary.
Look at this purple, it's like instantaneous. Now, we knew there was brown in the corner. This gives you a sense that these are really good candidate wheels for iron remover.
Yeah, these wheels definitely are in need. Bit of all clean, diluted 15-to-1 with just a smidge of Incredible Suds. We'll let that dwell in there while we soap up the vehicle. Nick, people have heard of the 2-bucket wash, but what is the foam rinse foam?
Well, the foam rinse foam could be a 2-bucket wash, but those two are not the same. Here's what Ivan means. Foam rinse foam is we foam on our chemical, which in this case is Incredible Suds, then we rinse it, then we foam it again. Why do we foam the first time? It's to remove the grit. Why do we rinse it? To remove the grit safely. Why do we foam it again? So that we have lubrication before we touch the vehicle. Now, the 2-bucket wash is like foam something on and start to wash, right? And then you dunk it in your rinse bucket, assuming that's a safe way for the grit to go away. Then you dunk it back in your wash bucket. And then the problem is, Ivan, they haven't treated the surface.
Right, they haven't got the grit off the surface. They're using their wash media to get the grit off the surface. Not the safest thing. Now, some people overthink it. They do foam, they rinse, then they do the 2-bucket method. At that point, it's just a waste of your time.
So yeah, you could use the 2-bucket method after the foam rinse foam. Our 2-bucket method involves a wheel bucket, a wash bucket, and off we go.
We've foamed. We'll let it sit for a few minutes and then we'll rinse. We can see what's coming off of these wheels. It's brown, it's red, there's a bit of white. It's not looking healthy, but they'll be looking much better in a few minutes. Now, with this foam, we're letting it sit, we're letting it dwell, we're letting it do its thing. It's emulsifying the dirt, it's picking it up off the surface, separating that dirt. We're breaking the bonds of the dirt to the vehicle. Then we'll rinse it off. We're done the rinsing. Next, we get to foam again. Now, one of the things that I'm very careful of when rinsing, and I missed a spot here, is to make sure to rinse well the first time, because if there's grit caught in the moldings, if there's grit around here, I want to dislodge that with this first rinse. Now, if we come take a look at these wheels, remember how they were brown around the edges? Look how clean they are. We haven't touched them yet. We just put some good quality chemicals on them.
One tip for your car wash, your foam rinse foam, assuming you're looking for a couple of things, efficiency and fun, is just have everything set up and ready to go. So This doesn't have to happen in 10 minutes. We're not going for the ultra fast car wash here, but I'm guessing it's gonna happen more often if it's easier and faster to do. So we want a combination of it's easy and it's fast, right?
Yeah. Setting yourself up for success.
So how can they do that at home? Because I know foam is extra water, it's an extra step because we have to rinse at the end. We like foam because it's fun,
Right.
but sometimes you're in a time where it's like, how can they kind of maximize everything, Ivan?
If you have everything set up, ready to go, it makes life a lot easier. Meaning you have your pressure washer, your hose reel, all that set up, ready to go. It makes life a lot easier, a lot faster, instead of having to find the pressure washer, then the hose and connecting the hose to it, etc., etc., etc.
If it takes you an hour to set up, it's going to be a lot more difficult to do, just from my own personal experience. So set yourself up for success so we can do this really quick. One thing I like to do if I'm outside, I might actually just do the wheels first and then rinse them off.
Right.
And then I'm done with the wheels. Then I foam the body, because if there's a lot of direct sunlight and I'm worried about this dwelling on my paint, I may not want to go to the wheels now because all this soap could dry. Now, it's okay if it dries, Ivan.
Yes.
But do we want it to dry?
No, not really. If you can turn the pressure washer off, Nick.
Sure. You're in the middle of a hot Florida day, Ivan. Would you do wheels first? Would you foam certain things first? I mean, how do you handle direct sunshine and incredible suds?
Personally, I normally do the body first, but in this case, we're working in a controlled environment, so we can start with the wheels. Nice, clean, easy 5-spoke design. Going around each spoke one at a time, finishing with the center, then the barrel brush.
These wheels are a good example of why we do barrels second, Ivan.
Yes.
Why is that?
Well, the grit that could be inside the barrels, you don't want to pull it out onto the face and then start scrubbing the face. We've done the face, back in for the barrel. Nice soft Tampico fibers. They get all that dirt out of there. Dunk it in our bucket, comes out clean. I like to start at the top and to work my way down the wheel. That way I'm flushing the dirt down as I go. And end at the bottom. Lots of suds on my brush. And start brushing the car. And yes, the brush is safe, don't worry. Nick's chosen the mitt today.
The mitt chose me, Ivan.
Okay.
It's my favorite way to wash for suds. I'm gonna take the time to get the foam cannon out. I like to feel the contact patch of my hand. I just feel closer to the paint, right? You're a little more distant from the paint with the brush. It's a different experience. To me, the perfectly safe brush is how to wash fast and safe. And we could have chosen rinseless wash if speed was the only factor. What's the difference between incredible suds and rinseless wash?
With rinseless wash, you don't need to rinse at the end. So once you're done the contact wash, you can start drying. Whereas with this, we need to rinse. So rinseless wash is rinsing less. Doesn't mean not rinsing. And that's a distinction that a lot of people don't quite pick up on until they actually try it. Always work from the top down. Once you've done a panel, dunk your brush, start from the top again, and work your way down. Get into those door handle pockets. Brush allows you to get down under that rocker panel with ease. The brush carries a lot of good suds and lubrication with it. And yes, you can use it with the rinseless wash too.
Saving the front bumper to last is kind of a pro tip, Ivan. Why do we do that?
Insects.
Yeah, so insects will wash off if we wash the bumper first and if we wash it last. But we're leveraging dwell time, which is really important with chemicals. It's one of the principles, CHAT or chat. The chemical you use, which is incredible suds. Heat, we're not using high heat or anything with our water. Agitation, what is Ivan doing now, and then the T in chat, I know he likes to use the term water, so you can explain that in a second.
Watch.
Watch. The T in chat is time. So dwell time is a really important thing. That's why we give the bugs lots of dwell time and save the front end until the end.
Yeah.
Ivan, you like a different acronym, it's WATCH.
Right, which adds water into the mix. So water, activation, time, chemical, and heat.
We're both telling you basic principles on how to wash a car.
Exactly.
But we take this to another level sometimes. Sometimes people like the rabbit hole in detailing, Ivan.
Yes, they do.
We call it a basic wash, but there's lots to talk about.
Speaking of basic wash, we rinse and we dry. That's it. It is that simple.
Just put some quick beads on all the wheels, Ivan. We promised them a basic wash. There's
Right.
nothing really extra about this, is there?
No, to me, that's part of a basic wash. Always protect your wheels. Quick beads is the easiest, fastest, and most economical way of protecting your wheels.
Ceramic sealant, spray on, rinse off.
Exactly. See how the water is beating? Now, speaking of water beating, you'll notice that around the hood here, we have water beating. The rest of the vehicle is just flat. The water is just sitting there. The reason we have beating here is in a previous video. If you're a subscriber, you would have already seen it, but we did the engine bay of this. And we're coming up on another video with this vehicle soon, but we're gonna end this video first. Basic wash video means we dry. Now, this paint is in desperate need of decontamination. It's in desperate need of a drying aid. And we're gonna show you just how actually easy it can be even without a drying aid, even though you should always use one.
Basic tips here. You could use a drying aid if this was a basic wash.
Right.
Like NV ceramic sealant. The only reason, as Ivan said, we're not doing this is because we have plans for this car. Either way, I like to get my towel a little bit wet on the glass first.
Yes.
Especially since we don't have a drying aid, it's gonna dry better with a little bit of moisture in it.
And then from there, we go along the vehicle and dry it.
One final thought is if you really wanted to, which now we're mixing products, you could use rinseless wash as a drying aid because it has lubrication and it leaves no protection behind. So that was an option for us. I hate drying paint, Ivan, without a drying aid. It's not really my style, but it just shows people what are your options after the basic wash.
Now, ideally, you would use a drying aid. That would be quick beads, that would be NV or C6 Mist, making your life much, much easier. But like we said, this vehicle is coming back in another video soon. But if you're a subscriber, this is a video you may have seen, but if you're not subscribed, this is a video you really need to watch. It's right there.
This one right here? Oh, right here.